Hey everyone, we'll get started here in 2 minutes. All right. Well, Sean, you want to get us kicked off? I think we have over 500 people on Zoom and a couple hundred people on Facebook Live.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to Level Up Day. Thank you very much for coming. I just wanted to thank you all for being here. I think we have some really exciting stuff to talk to you about today. And so to get us all kicked off, Rob and Alex is gonna start the show. So I just wanted to say thank you, and over to Robin.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone around the world. Welcome to Level Up Day 2020. First off, we just want to come out and say this is the day that we're revolutionizing marketing agencies. It's a big day for us, and we're really excited that you guys are here today. So before we get into that, I just want to talk a little bit about us. So we have 3 co-founders here on the call. So Sean Clark, Varun Verivan, and me, Rob and Alex. We started back in 2018, and we started to serve marketing agencies, and we actually never looked back from there. Through word of mouth in 2019, we grew to serving over 1,000 marketing agencies, and we knew that we could do more. At that time, we set out to becoming the funnel engine. And so with that mantra, we launched our own funnel builder in October of 2019, so a year ago. We knew that we could continue helping agencies even more. So we launched more features and tools that help agencies support their customers at a higher level. Our mission is to be the marketing agency operating system. And so to date, we've served over 12,000 marketing agencies and have over 150,000 small businesses using the platform today. Our team has grown to over 100 people worldwide, and we're still growing. So what does that break down to? So that's 315 million contacts in the system, 106 million nurture campaigns, 43 million new conversations, 20 million new opportunities, and that's all within the HighLevel ecosystem. But before we get to talk about some major news today, we want to give a thank you to you. Without your guys' support and with all the assistance that you guys have given us, feedback, positive, negative, or whatever it's been, we made it here with you guys. And this day is really about you guys and how we want to help you as an agency. So once again, thank you. That being said, I'm going to pass the host role back to Sean, who's going to take the presentation on from here and talk about some incredible news that we guys have for you guys.
All right, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me here. I'm going to roll over to full screen mode. Just warning you ahead of time, I'm a terrible presenter. So with that in mind, let's get going. So the first set of news today, I think that everyone is going to want to hear about is new features and enhancements. That's right. So we've been working really hard over the last couple of months on a lot of new features. So let's dive right in and start getting through the list. It's pretty long, so hang on. So first up, just wanted to nod to Calendar 2.0, already released and out of this month. All of you who have already started to see this in your accounts, the ability to round robin between team members and also the ability to add services. This was a full rework of the calendar, and it was really phenomenal. That team did just an awesome job of that. We've got more updates coming here in the fourth quarter. So we have the ability to do availability at the user level. We have Zoom integration coming in, and also Office 365 integration coming in. So I think those are going to be some really awesome additions to the calendar here up shortly. Next up, bulk actions. So any of you who have been in the system for a long time know about the bulk request. So today we are on a mission to try to retire the bulk request. And let's talk about, let's show off a quick demo of this feature. We've got a public beta starting next week. And I think this is going to really be amazing. So let's check this out real quick. So now today, you know about the contact screen, you've used it many times, but what you really want to be able to do is just come in here, select contacts, and then do stuff with them. So now you're going to be able to do that. So you can see here, we're selecting contacts, and we can do things like change pipelines that people are in, which is super useful, right? And maybe we want to, instead of just changing a pipeline, maybe we just want to send out a quick blast, an SMS blast to people. So now we can actually do that. So you'll come in, you'll be able to select contacts, choose send SMS. You can use templates, you can do one-off texting, and check this out. You can actually batch drip and batch schedule all of the actions that happen here. So take a look. You can choose when to schedule the text to go out. You can choose the quantity of text that you want to send at any given time. You can choose delays. You can actually choose which day it goes out on. So there's this huge range now of all kinds of options that you can do across the bulk actions, including very shortly to come, again, bulk email. And we'll, of course, roll out every type of bulk action you can imagine, but I think the most important ones are going to be things like add to campaign, send email, that sort of thing. And we'll have a full record of what's happening. So you'll be able to go in, look at the bulk action, see precisely what happened, look at any errors that happened, success that happened, anything that's in the queue, get a full history on that bulk action, all again from that contact screen, making it super easy for you to actually come in and send out mass blasts to people. And as we continue to roll out new features, things like newsletter campaigns and so forth, I think this sort of enhancement is going to be incredible and is a really great addition to that. So bulk actions. Next up, SVG functionality. So for those of you who use a lot of SVGs and wanted to actually use them as native components in the funnel, you can now do that. So in the funnel, you can actually go in and there's a new element called the SVG element. So you can actually add an SVG to your funnels, and then you can actually change all of the different color sections of the SVG down to the actual pixel level or the SVG level. So you can truly edit an SVG. You don't actually have to take it offline, change the colors and re-upload it. You can now natively enhance it right within the platform. Workflow Builder. So this I'm very excited about as well. So for those of you who've seen workflow builders before, they're the ability to create visual interfaces. And we're going to be able to take triggers and campaigns and tie them all together. And so let's watch another quick video on this one as well. So we'll have the ability to come in and create workflows. And again, you're very familiar with this sort of interface where we're choosing the trigger, right? Well, now we've got this in one spot. So we're coming in, we're choosing our trigger. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do. We can filter all the things that you can do today. But this is where things get exciting. Now you can build all the actions and the whole user path right here in one spot. So you can see here when the form is submitted, we're sending an SMS. We're going to go ahead and then come in. We can then put wait steps in. There's lots and lots and lots of options here. Add emails, and you can do things like wait for customers to reply. You can then do things like wait on positive intents. And again, you're building out this whole journey, and you can do it all in this one-stop shop interface. And again, you can wait for conditions. So wait until the customer books an appointment. And if they book, then take one action. If they don't book, take another action. So again, we're building all of this in one segment, one interface. And you can see here that things get a little cooler because now you can also do if conditions, right? So if they take this action or that action, we can split people. So go left, go right. And many of you have asked for this in the past, and so that's now going to be here. Not only can you come in and do things like filter on conditions on an and basis, but you can also do them on an or basis. So the ability to do and or triggers and filters are now baked into the workflow builder. So I think this is going to be just a phenomenal way for you to come in and build your campaigns and your triggers going forward. And of course, you can do all kinds of awesome things, like you can build these really exotic flows that get really, really big. And then, of course, you can go in and very quickly zoom in, zoom out, make it very simple to navigate. And you can build these really elaborate sort of user journeys now inside the workflow builder. So super excited about what this team is working on and what they've been able to accomplish. Really proud of them. And I think this really will set the standard for how workflows and campaigns are built in the future. So awesome job to that team. So, all right, next up, email builder. So we understand the need for first-class email marketing services, not only for your agency, but also for your clients. So without further ado, we are updating the drag and drop email builder, again, released next month. Let's watch another quick demo. Amazing job here. There's a lot going on, so I want to show it to you real quick. There are templates, so most importantly, you'll be able to create, save, and distribute templates to make it really easy. And then now, when you come in, you'll be able to see your templates, choose your templates, and once you do, you'll have this really nice starter template ready to go with a beautiful drag and drop interface that is, I think, as good of an interface as I have seen anywhere. It's very smooth, as you can see. It really does move this quick if you can move this quick with your mouse. It's very simple to move things, change things, edit things, all of that. Very, very easy to go. We've sped the video up just a little bit here. So what I really want to show you here is not only do you have all of the sort of editing capabilities and sizing capabilities that you'd be used to, you can very quickly, oh, there we go. Sorry, that went real quick. So back this up real quick. Notice that when you click the image, we now have a new file manager. We'll talk about this a little later, but it's very easy to upload images and upload content and then use those in your emails here. So clicks the image, super easy. He's going to go ahead, do it again, choose another image. He's going to take this section, duplicate it because he wants another product row because we're going to be selling 4 items and not 2 items. So that's very simple and easy to do. And then again, being able to jump in, customize that information. And very quickly, you can see upload files if you want to. If you don't have a file that's already in there, super easy to then add that in. Check this out. Now, all of a sudden, we're starting to have a very professional looking email. And again, this is the type of product that you can use, but it's also the type of product you can get your customer to use. And then we have the ability to come in here and preview them both on desktop as well as mobile right within the interface, so you don't have to wonder what it's going to look like. And of course, you can send yourself previews. And then something that I think is really critical is, have you ever had that situation where a client or a coworker goes in and destroys the beautiful email that you've spent so much work building, and now you don't know what to do or how to get it back? Well, don't worry, because we have version history. So you can literally go in, not only see the emails as they've been saved, but you can also go back, look at the ones prior, and if you want, you can actually revert. So if anybody ever blows away any of your work, you can now go back and revert all the way back to where you want to go. And now you've saved that email. So restore that version, good to go. So huge props to that team. First class email marketing coming to the app next month. So very excited about that. Advanced CDN, some of you have been on beta, but this is our advanced CDN where we're able to basically double the speed of your funnels, your forms, any of the web components that we have. This is going to finally roll live to everybody Q4 2020, and this is the flash funnel system for any of those who are wondering. Dashboard updates, we're going to be rolling out a lot of dashboard updates. Our first small update here coming next month is the ability to add a manual actions section next to the tasks. And for those of you who are using the Power Dialer or using the Power SMS tools, this will show you or your sales team exactly how many power dials they need to do that day right there on the dashboard without having to go into manual actions and dig it out. So I think that's a really cool enhancement, and we'll have some more coming up that we'll talk about. New mobile app. So those of you who've been using the mobile app, I have great news for you. I use the mobile app every single day. We have a brand new version of this. This mobile app has been reworked from the ground up. So not only do we have all new screens across the app, which I think is phenomenal, but the big focus of the app is speed, speed, speed. So you should see this app be amazingly fast in comparison to the current version, as well as a simpler interface, lots of additional features, reworking the screens to make them look easier, be easier, and much simpler for your client. And then the other thing I was going to announce today is that we're also working on a generic version of the app that's going to be under the Lead Connector brand. So that way, all of you who don't want to utilize the HighLevel brand but aren't quite ready for the white label yet, you'll have another option for that I think is going to be really amazing as well. Finally, payments. So we'll talk a lot more about this in the near future, but we are planning to introduce payments into the app. And what we mean by that is the ability for you as an agency, but also your customers, to send off and request payments from their customers and actually get paid through the platform. I think this is going to be an amazingly great new feature, especially in the time of COVID. People don't want to walk into stores. They don't want to go ahead and touch POS systems and all those good things. So now you'll have the ability to assist your clients with payments directly. Also, integrations, a big part of our focus next year. For those of you who work with clients who have MindBody or Cairo Touch or many of those other applications, we're going to be bringing those integrations into the platform to give you yet another way to bridge out to your clients, sell the platform to your clients, and really make that connection. Advanced CRM capabilities, just so you know, we are very committed to continuing to make that CRM that much better. We have lots of enhancements coming up for the CRM that we'll also talk about, so don't worry, we haven't lost track of that. Finally, that file manager that we saw a little earlier, let's talk about that real quick. This file manager is not just going to be available to the email builder, but it's also going to be available across the whole system. So whether you're in the funnels, whether you're in the websites, whether you're in the contacts, whether you're in the email builder, it doesn't matter. It's a seamless file experience. You've got multi-level folders, but the idea here is simple. There's lots of scenarios where you're going to need to use media across the app. It could be an SMS template, it could be an email templates. We're going to bring it all into everywhere in the app. So it's upload once, use everywhere. This is a really great addition that we were able to make, and huge props to that team who were able to build that. And all these features so far that I've talked about will be available for everybody. That's right, I repeat, available for all of you. So every single plan across the board today will get everything that we've talked about so far. So now let's talk about next steps. So we are introducing today a pro agency plan. So we've created new features that we think are really useful and really interesting for larger level agencies that we're going to put into our new pro plan. So announcing today, we're going to be dropping agent reporting. Agent reporting is literally like it sounds. It is the ability to see all of the things that your agents are doing in the system. This could be your sales agents, this could be your customers. And what do we mean by agent reporting? We're talking about how many opportunities are they creating? How many conversions are they getting? How many texts are they sending? How quickly are they getting back to their texts? How many appointments are they booking? How many appointments show up? How many opportunities close? How much money are they generating? On and on and on, all of these stats going live in agent reporting to try to help your clients do a better job. And the first version of that is going to be launching today. So I'm excited, and that's going to be our first feature into the pro plan. Also, this is a big one, and I told you folks there's a lot in this presentation, so I'm trying hard to get through it, but I also want you to understand the really important ones. Today, we're going to be launching our new conversational AI and human rollover based done for you lead nurturing system. We're calling it Eliza, and here's the gist. So we all know that our clients, even with the best automation, consistently have trouble getting back to their leads. And when the leads fall through the cracks, that's when we lose those leads that could otherwise be customers. I don't care if you have one client or 10,000 clients, you've all seen this scenario. And there's no way to fix this except to fix it for our clients. And so today we're going to be talking about Eliza. Eliza is an AI-driven, human-backed system. So we start with the AI, and when the AI doesn't handle the job, which AI is not perfect, we all know that, we're also going to be adding the human rollover component to it. And let's watch a quick demo to see how that's going to work. So the way this is going to work, and this is just for demo purposes, but let's imagine that we have a lead coming in and they get put onto the Eliza flow. What we're going to go ahead and do in this case is we're going to use this demo lead named Chris, and we're going to pretend Chris could have come in from any campaign. But in this scenario, we're just going to add Chris to the bot flow by himself. And so in this case, we're going to say, hey, Chris, thanks a lot for registering. We'd love to get you booked in. Is now a good time to get you booked? Chris says, hey, look, you know what? I would like to book 2 p.m. on Thursday. So the system will automatically check the calendar and we'll see whether or not that's available. If it's not available, we'll offer Chris additional times. But in this case, it is available. So we'll go ahead and say, yep, Chris, we've got next Thursday at 2 o'clock. Does that work for you? And then at that point, we ask Chris to just kind of confirm, right? Because we want to make sure that he's good to go. And he's going to go ahead and say, yep, I'm good to go. So at that point, we're going to say, great, we've got you all booked in. And now we've actually put an appointment on the calendar. So this is fully conversational booking done 100% by AI and machine learning. So this is phenomenal. And you can kind of see the little bot icon. But what happens if the bot can't handle the situation? What do we do in that case? We add the human rollover component. So let's watch. So in this case, I want to reschedule. For the record, we'll actually be able to handle that with a bot. But let's just say instead they said, hey, can I bring my kids to the appointment? At that point, here's what we know. We know that that person wants to book, they want to come in, they want to give our customer the money. But if that client does not respond to that question, it's game over. And we only have 60 seconds to get back to them. Otherwise, they're going to go find something else to do. They're going to get distracted in life. They're going to get a phone call, and they're just going to think this person can't help me. They're not around right now. I got to get out of here. I'm going to go find myself another orthodontist. So what are we going to do? We're going to roll that over to our human-based team. You can see here, oh, ding, we're automatically routing it to an agent who's available. They're going to go ahead and accept that chat. And what we can see here is they can see the full chat right here in the middle of the screen. They have on the right-hand side, they know exactly who it is they're chatting on behalf of, as well as all of the scripting. And now they're going to take over that chat and they're going to follow it all the way through to the point of getting that person booked in. And now we're not losing the lead. So now our customers, our leads are becoming customers for our customers. And I'm telling you, your customers will love this. And now it's no lead left behind. So at this point, if they've asked that question, hey, can I bring my kids to the appointment? Well, look right over here on the right-hand side on the FAQ, your children are welcome as long as they are able to sit in the waiting room during your appointment. Very simple, very easy to do, and we don't lose the lead. So very excited about this. I think this is going to be a game changer for the industry. I think this is going to be a game changer for your agency. And I think it's going to be a game changer for, most importantly, your clients. And you can see here when we're ending the chat, we're going to go ahead and we're going to say we either successfully booked, we weren't able to book an appointment because that's not always going to be what the person is asking about, or we can go ahead and just say that we're waiting for the customer response because they obviously went someplace else before we were able to fulfill the request. All this will go back into reporting. All of you will be able to see this, and you'll also be able to bill. This is the most important part. You'll actually be able to bill for this directly to your client. So now you'll actually be able to turn this into not only a real opportunity to take more leads into customers, but also a way for you as an agency to make more money, which is really something we're very excited about. So ability to do, and with the close of that, I told you we're just flying through things. I think that's going to be amazing, but let's keep going. We can do more, right? Ability to do inbound calling coming in Q1 2021. So we're in the midst right now of hiring a whole new team just to do phone related items. And they're gonna crack into the inbound calling, and we're gonna get that out for you. Very excited about that. For those of you who are already on the Developer Council, you know this. We have a lot of resources right now going into advancing our API. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, it's developers.gohighlevel.com. Check out the API. We're really working hard on this. We have a huge belief. We want to be an open API system. We want everybody out there who has a great idea to be able to come into the platform and add the things that they are doing into the platform. We have no aim to be the end all be all for everything. We know there's great people out there who provide great services, and we hope you'll check out developers.gohighlevel.com. Split testing. We have split testing coming Q1 2021, and I got to tell you something. This split testing is not just any old split testing. Not only will it be an AI-driven split test that will automatically be able to adjust based upon the signals and the conversion rates we're getting, we'll also be rolling this out on more than just the funnels. We're also going to be rolling this out in campaigns. We're going to be rolling out on emails, on chats, on SMSs. It will be a all-inclusive split testing system coming out in Q1. So very excited about that. Lead distribution, for any of those people on this call right now that deal with the rank and rent business or get into scenarios where they're trying to distribute leads around based on certain criteria like zip code or based on the amount of money that somebody was prepaid into an account, lots and lots of that sort of stuff. We're going to tackle that in Q2 of next year. So I'm very excited about that. We're also going to be adding blogging to the system in Q2 for any of those of you folks who are in the SEO business. So we're excited to be able to bring that to you as well. Finally, something that's actually coming up much sooner, we're going to be coming out with a WordPress plugin. So let's talk about why we're going to do this. It's very important, and it really leads into the next topic area that we're going to talk about here in just a couple of minutes. We really want you to get the platform onto the websites of your customers. Some of you are making these websites and you're using WordPress today, so we're going to make it easier for you to walk into the room, use the WordPress plugin on your own websites, but also many of you walk into existing client situations where they're using WordPress and they're not going to move their website over anytime soon, or you're not in the website business. Great. We're going to give you a WordPress plugin to bring a lot of the functionality that HighLevel has today onto your clients' systems very easily. And then for those of you who don't have a WordPress situation, we're going to just give you a single script, the lead connector pixel, that will let you very quickly and easily do the same thing the WordPress plugin can do on any website at all with just one line of script. So we're very excited about that. And again, that's coming actually in this quarter that we're in right now. So there are a few more things that are being included in the HighLevel Pro Agency, but at this point in the presentation, let's take a step back and let's talk a little less about the high-level feature set, and let's talk a lot more about you. So we're going to be adding a pro Facebook group. We're going to have a pro agency ideas board, right? But how much is this going to cost? So we've been scratching our heads on the right price, and we have the 97, we have the 297. So the pro plan is going to be 497. So with the 497, you're going to keep the unlimited accounts. So the same concept as the 297. So it's still unlimited sublocations across the board. You're going to get the pro feature set as well as the SaaS mode. Oh, SaaS mode, put that in your brain for a second. Think about SaaS mode. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. So for those of you who are on the 297 plan, let's be really clear here. No changes are necessary. There's no forced upgrade here. All of you can continue to do everything that you're doing today. And better yet, you're going to get all of the features that we talked about earlier on in the presentation. So you're going to get a huge upgrade today right there on the 297 plan, and none of you are losing your unlimited. This is really just about adding pro features for larger agencies who are going to be able to take advantage of those features. So the pro agency package gets you all those new features and all of the new pro features that we've announced as well today. We'll have a full breakdown of this for any of you of those of you who can't keep track of what's on pro and what's not. Don't worry, we'll have a great breakdown for you here shortly. So now there's more to being a pro agency. So let's talk about the state of the marketing agency industry today. So over the last 2 years, many of you have talked to me, I've talked to you. We have been on a mission to try to figure out one thing. We get up every single day, and this makes us different than everyone else, is we think, how do we help marketing agencies like you make more money? How do we help you grow your business? How do we help you keep your clients longer? Well, we've learned a lot over the last couple of years, and today is the day I think that we start a revolution. So we've served over 12,000 agencies today. We've seen every type of agency structure you could imagine. So I don't care if you're in the retainer model. I don't care if you're in the pay per appointment model. I don't care if you're in the pay per show model. I don't care if you're in the lead gen model. We've seen it all. And every agency that we've spoken with and we've worked with has the same fundamental core set of problems. All of you have a situation where you're trying to acquire new clients constantly. Your clients don't stay around nearly long enough, and your clients don't pay you nearly enough. These are always the core issues when I'm talking to an agency who's either getting set up with HighLevel or even people who've been using HighLevel for 2 years. So we've worked with all of the top agency coaches in the world. We've talked to them, we've worked with them, we've learned from them, and we've shared with them. And we've also worked with the best consultants out there. And ultimately what we found was the average lead gen agency today is keeping their customers for about a month and a half. And I think that's a pretty shocking number, right? That's the churn and burn that we always talk about. And so most agencies also, not only can they not hold on to the customer for more than a month and a half, but they're not keeping most of their customers for longer than, they can't hold more than 3 customers as a freelancer on their own. It's a tough situation. What it all breaks down to is churn rate. Lots of you are churning customers. Think about this today. Are you one of those people who can say, well, I've got 20 customers today, but I've left 50 in my wake this year that were once my customer and aren't anymore? It's churn. It's the biggest problem of marketing agencies today. There's a 66% churn rate each month for the average marketing agency. That's scary for agencies, but it's also scary for us because we want to support you. We want to see you grow. We want to see you thrive. We want to see you succeed. So we want to get your churn down to 0 or as close as possible. So we think that we have some ideas on how to help with this. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you fell asleep during the previous part of the presentation today, this is the time to wake up. This is the time where we're going to tell you how we're going to help you win. So there's a few outliers that we've run into. There are agencies that are doing amazing things, but they're doing something different than all of their peers. And I have been lucky enough to have these agency owners share with me the secrets that they have discovered. And I will tell you something. I have spent the last 3 months doing nonstop, trying to figure out how to solve this in every different way imaginable. And it's amazing. The people that showed me how to solve this problem are the people that got me to where I am today. And that's you. That's agency owners. So we've tried a couple of things along the route to try to get you there ourselves. So when I first met a lot of you, I found out, well, what do you think you needed? We thought you needed features. So we made lots of features. Then we thought, well, you know what? We need to make sure that we can white label this, because we don't want your clients thinking that somehow HighLevel has anything to do with your success. We're just a tool. So we white label. And then we said, okay, let's add some more features, because maybe we don't have enough features. But then we're like, well, okay, we got more features. And then it was like, wait, you know what? I think people need to be able to sell more services. Let's create some white label services. And so we did that too, right? And then we thought, well, maybe with the white label services and all the features, it's kind of hard for the average person to figure this all out. Let's add consulting services to help get people set up, or to help them get their clients set up, and to help them get going with the platform. And all of this has helped. All of this has made your lives better, but we know we can do better. We know there's a bigger fundamental problem to solve. And this is the answer that we have come up with, and that we know is the future of marketing agencies. We had this aha moment. We figured it out. The industry is changing. The way the world used to be and the way the world is going to be is shifting dramatically. The vast majority of agencies today aren't yet seeing this. It's happening right underneath your feet. But don't worry, some of you have already figured this out. Businesses are given this proposition every day to buy not just services, but software from lots and lots of different people. The adoption rate of software within the small business category is accelerating. And ultimately, our goal is to help with this. What are they buying? They're buying payments. They're buying reputation management. They're buying email marketing software. They're buying social media marketing software. They're buying two-way SMS. These are all of the sorts of things that every small business is adopting today, and in the next 10 years will adopt. You move forward 10 years, I guarantee you, you're not a small business, you're not a business if you don't have these feature sets in your business at that point. So small businesses are buying these products at a faster rate day after day, but it's disjointed. It's not utilized to the full potential. And this is where you as an agency have the opportunity. You need to level up by becoming a SaaS provider. That's right, SaaS provider. Now, what the heck is SaaS? Software as a service. All of you have heard this term at some point, I hope, and if not, today's your day. This is cloud-based software. These are all of the software apps and services that your clients today are purchasing from other people, from software companies. And ultimately, this is the opportunity. Why SaaS? What's so special about SaaS? What's unique about SaaS? Why do we think it's important? Well, first, let's take a look at the market. It's a $157 billion market, $157 billion spent by small businesses on software as a service today. It's an amazingly huge market. The total size of that SaaS market, $157 billion. The SaaS churn rates, the churn rates on SaaS are minimal. Once a small business owner adopts a software platform, they almost never get rid of it because it's very sticky. So any of you have used a piece of software for a long time in your own lives, think about apps that you love on your phone. Think about things that you use every day in your business. How many of those things are you stuck on? I hope one of those is HighLevel, for the record. So what if you can bring that same effect to your client to help your agency? And why? So why you? Like, why is it that we think this is such a big idea for you? And why not just think about this as an idea in general? Why are you so special in this equation? There's something super unique about all of you. There's something so amazing about all of you. You have the capacity to help your clients be successful in not only providing a solution, but navigating this. This, for the record, some of you may have seen this diagram before. It's generally famous within the software circles. These are all the marketing technology software companies that are available as of April 2020. This is the latest update to this. Look at this. This is insanity. These are all of the things that the small business owner is supposed to figure out how to, first of all, buy, second of all, set up, and third of all, interlink with 3 or 4 other apps in this maze. Well, guess what? They don't need to do this. They need you. they need your help. They need your expertise, because by themselves, they are just not going to be capable, and they aren't capable of taking any of these solutions and using them in their small business to be successful. And you already know this. Why is it that all of you are here today? Because you help your clients succeed. You create marketing services today that help your clients do things they could never do by themselves. This is your opportunity to then take those services and combine them with software to really level up by becoming the one-stop shop for all of your clients' marketing needs, not just the Facebook ads, but now the platform for their business to be successful. So we know small businesses are doing this. This is going to happen in the next decade, whether you like it or not. Small businesses are going to end up adopting all of this technology across the board. So why not get ahead of it? Why not put you in the driver's seat? Why not have them buy it from you and use that product not only to continue to add revenue to your agency, but also to create stickiness along the way, right? You have all of these same offerings to you today in the HighLevel platform. And don't worry, we're going to continue to bring more to you. But the most important part about this is you need to be selling the platform to your clients. This is the critical difference from how many of you operate today. The problem here, and the reason why you'll be successful, and the reason why you will always beat out all of those other people in that massive diagram, is because small businesses don't have the time. You are the expert. You are the person that can help them take this technology and make it happen. And this is why we only work with marketing agencies. It's why we believe in you, and it's why we know you're the future of this movement. And really, the people are going to take this revolution to the next level. They don't have the knowledge to tie this all together. That's where you come in. They need you as the expertise to make this work. Software as a service plus marketing equals success for the next decade. This is what will define the marketing agency of the future. This is what's going to make the marketing agency of the future successful. It's not just selling Facebook ads anymore. It's not just selling Facebook ads and PPC and websites. It's selling software in addition to all of this, because those are the things that are going to come together to make magic happen for your clients. And you're the right person to sell that to your customer. So important. So it's the second generation of MarTech, and you're going to be at the front of it. It's all about ecosystems and experts. It used to be software plus service. Now it's a blended model. It's software and service. And it's going to be delivered through the marketing agency, not through the software vendor. Huge market here, folks. Bleeding edge of the shift. This is accelerating. We already know small businesses are in the cloud, okay? But what have they adopted so far? If you go and look at what they've purchased, it started with accounting software, and then it moved to some kind of operational software after that. Marketing and sales are the next generation that the cloud, that SMBs are going to buy from people like you, and they're going to adopt in the cloud. And that's why we're right here, right now. That's where that opportunity is. Huge potential. 30 million small businesses today, 543 new businesses starting each month in 2020. Huge market, ton of opportunity. Now, you might think of this as like a big deal, like a big transition, like all of a sudden I'm telling all of you to do something different than you're already doing today, but that's actually not what I'm saying at all. You don't actually have to do anything different from a delivery perspective. You don't even necessarily have to sell differently from how you're currently selling today. You just need to add the platform in as something that you're providing your clients already. So don't change your business model. Don't feel like I'm trying to tell you to totally throw everything out and start over. I'm just saying you need to sell the platform along with everything else you're already doing. You're just adding it in. In Q4 of this year, we're going to make it even easier for you to sell this as a SaaS. So what does that mean from a high level perspective, and how are we going to support you in this effort? So what we're developing is SaaS mode out of the box. So this is the idea that you can bring a client in, you can enable SaaS mode for that client, and very quickly, they're going to get into a version of the app that's going to be really custom fit for them. So that big left menu that we're all used to, that's got a lot of confusion, we're going to cut that down. So when you add a new client in there, they're not going to be like, what's funnels and what's memberships and what's triggers? All of that's going to be gone, because that's not something they can use, but they're going to see the things that matter: conversations, opportunities, contacts. That's what matters. We're going to allow you to rebill your Twilio costs. So any of you out there today who are signing clients up for their own Twilio account, please stop, because what we're going to give you the ability to do very quickly is start making money off of the Twilio costs that your clients are currently now spending directly with Twilio. It's time to take away that difficulty, abstract that out of the way, and turn it into a profit center for your agency. platform invoicing. We're going to give you the ability to start invoicing your clients directly from HighLevel to turn the platform into an automatic recurring subscription for your agency every single day. WhiteLabel Support. We're going to be offering a WhiteLabel Support option to you in the future because many of you, as you scale up your SaaS model, are going to need to deal with support. And don't worry, we're going to be there to help you. WhiteLabel training, WhiteLabel videos, these will also be rolling out. Many of you have asked for this in the past. We're now ready to come out and do this for you. We're going to be producing a full series of training and videos, in-app help, all of that good stuff on a WhiteLabel basis. So that way you don't have to handle all of that. We will handle it for you, and we can help you focus on doing what you're already doing to help your clients. Sales tools. Coming forward as we go through, we're going to continue to add more sales tools to help the agency not just sell the SaaS, but also to sell agency service and to help you bring it all together in a one-stop shop. So I think that's going to be very amazing. So now you might wonder, why is it important to sell the SaaS? What's the whole point here? So let's talk about adding additional revenue overnight, using it as a downsell. How many people have come into a sale where someone says, hey, look, Facebook ads, it's just $2,500 a month plus ad spend. And the client looks at you and says, you're nuts. I can't afford that. Well, great. Now you've got a downsell. You've got a $300 a month recurring product that you can give to them overnight. It's going to put your foot in the door. It's going to put extra revenue in there, and it's going to keep you from losing a sale you would have otherwise lost. Use it as an upsell. Go to your current clients and say, hey, listen, I've got web chat, missed call text back. I've got two-way text messaging, reputation management. You need all these things, right? You want more reviews. You want people to be able to reach out to you via messaging on your website, right? I've got this platform that does all of this for you, and you can add it in and create additional revenue and reduce churn. Many customers are going to cancel services over time. It's just a fact. Small businesses have a hard time paying large amounts of money every month out, and it's hard for them to sustain that over the lifetime for years working with you. Well, guess what? The SaaS is the answer for that. It's a bill they can afford, and it's also a product that's sticky. It sticks in their business as their leads come into it, as they adopt it for their customer communication. They can't get rid of it. It's not going to go away, and it's going to continue to provide value and allow you to stay in there as a vendor. So that way, 4 months later, when they realize, they wake up and all the leads are gone because the Facebook ads have turned off and they've realized their mistake, you're still there as a vendor. You're still in that circle of trust. You haven't been lost. They don't think that it's odd to reach out to you. And also it gives you the ability to continue to keep pace with them. You can continue to write to them month after month, check in, how are things going, keep lines of communication open, and upsell them into other marketing services down the road. So going back to the agencies that really inspired us in this model, I can't talk to you about them, who they are specifically, because A, I didn't ask for permission, and B, I don't think they would give it anyways, and I respect that. But we did not come to this model by ourselves alone in the dark. This is not an idea that we made up over here on the side. This is something that we were inspired to by amazing agencies that we've dealt with. And let's just talk about some of the success that we've seen from some of the agencies that we're working with already today. So we have SaaS marketing plus agency service wins. We have an agency on the platform today doing $320,000 a month just in SaaS revenue alone. So just do the math on that real quick, folks. How many of you would love to see this sort of revenue stream coming into your agency? Well, don't worry, because someone else on the platform who will go unnamed is already doing that today. We have someone who sold their agency recently for $5 million, and HighLevel was a massive part of that sale. So how many of you dream someday of selling your agency and being able to have a successful exit? Well, don't worry, because it's already been done. And HighLevel was a critical component to that sale for this agency, because they were able to show, look, I'm not just selling services here, I'm also selling software. And don't worry, the acquiring party knew all about HighLevel and could care less. We're just a platform like any other. We're like Amazon, we're like Google, we're just a partner. And it was a great exit for that person. And I'm really happy to hear, I was really happy to hear that that happened for them. So congratulations. Finally, retention rates. We have an agency that has taken they've moved out of this 1.5 month trap. They've moved out of the churn rate. They use the SaaS platform simply to accelerate out, and they're at 12 months plus. And the plus is they don't know what the end is because they can't measure it anymore, because it's already been 12 months and people are still sticking around. And they don't know that, I mean, they were as excited about it as I am to see this amazing effect by just simply selling the platform to their customers. So there's been some huge wins there. So We know this is new to many of you, so I respect that there may be some skepticism out there. I've had an opportunity to share this with some of you privately before this presentation, and I've been really encouraged by what I've seen and what I've heard from those of you who are already doing this, as well as many of you who are just starting to think about the idea. So at high level, we believe this is what it takes to become a pro agency. This is really what our vision is for the future. I think that for the big agencies, and this, when I say agency, if you're out there right now and you're a one-person band, if you're just a freelancer, I'm still speaking to you, because I'll tell you, this is still your model. This is how you become pro. And for the record, several of the people from the prior wins were single owner operator agencies. So please keep that in mind. You do not have to have a team of 50 people to make this happen. So the new Facebook group for pro agency users will be a major hub for the training and the insight. And it's really where we're going to focus and shift all of our attention on the SaaS model. So definitely keep track of that. Quick side note, who doesn't like swag? When you upgrade today, you will get a new HighLevel Pro t-shirt and laptop sticker. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So if that is not a reason right there to upgrade to the Pro package, I don't know what is. So anyways, all that to say, if you hit refresh in the app right now, you'll get a lot of the updates that were released today, as well as see the option to upgrade. So please do that. And yeah, so to upgrade, we're supposed to do a demo. I think that is the end of the presentation. Is it not, Robin?
Yeah. So guys, if you want to upgrade, go into the billing section within the app, and at the top right, there is an upgrade account option, and it will show you the pricing model. For the record, guys, there's only one upgrade. It's $497. So don't get caught up. We're not trying to pull anything over you guys, but it is $497. You don't have to take it. For those of you on the $297 and don't want to upgrade, don't worry. We're not going to change anything on your plan. You're grandfathered, and we're still going to make that product really great. But for all the pro features and the SaaS enablement and those feature sets for those agencies that want to level up, go to the billing section, hit upgrade account, and you guys will see those options. Get your shirt, get the sticker, and I think that is it. So, all right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. We have a lot more stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Check us out in the Facebook group. We'll be sending out more emails, and we'll be giving out more info about this new model, this new revolution that we're trying to put out there. And we're going to be giving you guys a ton of support over the next couple of weeks and months. I think everyone have a great rest of the day.
I think the Q&A for tomorrow, right? In case people have questions.
Yep. So today is October 22nd. October 23rd, we'll send out a notification on the exact time, but we will have a live Q&A about Level Up Day. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to talk about, come to that Q&A, and we'll do our best to answer all the questions that you guys have. All right. Well,
thanks, everybody.
Thank you, and please level up.
Bye.
Bye.